Hey, everybody. Welcome to the second ever ChilizSocios.com live AMA. I'm Max Rabinovich, the Chief Strategy Officer at Chiliz, and I'm joined here with Alex Dreyfus, the founder and CEO. He's in Seoul, Korea, so hopefully the audio is going to be okay. But we just wanted to do a quick show to give you some more updates because our app is kind of soft live right now, and I'm sure Alex has a lot he wants to say about it. And we'll also be taking questions directly from Twitter. And if anything comes up live that's good enough to answer, we'll try to do that too. All right. Alex, I'll just shoot it straight over to you. Then you can start talking.
Thank you, Max. Thank you for the introduction. I hope the video and the sound are okay. I am actually in my hotel right now, and the internet is not ideal. But happy to be here with you tonight, or today, or this morning, or wherever you are. It's a very important day today. You will
Mm-hmm.
understand why. First of all, of course, I would like to thank our team, the Chili's team, the Socials team, who are based in Malta, in France, in London, in Latin America, in Asia, a bit of everywhere, that have worked very, 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 very hard for the last few weeks to release our app, to fix some bugs, more bugs to come, so we'll have to fix them again. But yeah, very happy of the journey that we have accomplished for now. It's kind of the I would say it's the beginning of the journey in a way, but on the same time it's the achievement of 18 months of works. We If you recall, Max, I think we officially started this venture. I think it was the 6th of January 2018, something like that, just after Christmas. So it's
I
gonna
don't,
be
I don't, I
two
don't put
years
a, I
now.
don't put a specific day on it, but almost two fun-filled years. Yeah, nearly.
Yeah. So a lot of stress, a lot of milestone, a lot of issues, probably more to come. I always, I think you've noticed since you are following Chili's, and I hope you do at least, that we are always trying to be pragmatic and realistic. And for us, it's important to share with you what we really feel and what we really build and what are the real milestone and a real roadmap rather than just making you dreaming or
Mm-hmm.
mooning, if I may say so. Okay, so a few points, plenty of points. So first, I'm gonna talk a lot
Try to try
before
to
we
try
go
to
to the
talk
questions.
a little slow,
For
Alex. Just so you know, because
slower. Okay,
the audio isn't perfect. So if you talk fast, sometimes it lags and we miss some stuff.
okay. So I'm gonna try to talk very
Don't
much slower.
don't
So
talk
yes.
awkwardly. Slow.
So first of all, those who watched the AMA, which was I think a month ago, which was a 2 hours AMA, no worries. Today it's gonna be, I hope, 30 minutes, 40-minute max. But those who watch this probably have expectation about what we have announced last time and what happened in the meantime and since now. So I'm happy to share with you that, as you know, we actually did what we said we were going to do, and it means the launch of the app. It means the listing on two fiat to crypto platform with crypto.com and Bitfinex. And I think it's important to share that when we are announcing something, we are trying to match it and to respect our commitment as much as we can. For now, we did. It doesn't mean that we will always, but at least for the time being, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Today, our next announcement is the one, or at least one of the one you're waiting for, but that will wait for a few minutes. First, I'm going to do a recap of what happened the last 3 weeks. If you recall, during the last keynote as well, I was explaining that I was going for 2 months in Asia with my family to be able for me to travel as much as I can for business meetings and meeting as much people as I can. And it started almost 3 weeks ago in Singapore. Started with a coin market cap event. A lot of connection, people I've met for the last 2 years, and it was so refreshing to meet people that knows about Chili's much more today than it was 6 months ago or 1 year ago. It was followed by a Binance Super Meetup. Was very lucky. Was on the stage of a Binance meetup with three other launchpad companies, and we talked about our project. We give a sum up to the community that was in front of us. There was like 300 or 400 people, And same story. At the end of the event, a lot of the guests that were in the room came to me say, well, we believe in Chiliz, we understand what you do, that's amazing, we never heard of it, and now we understand. And really, like, what struck me when I was in Singapore is the massive improvement in terms of awareness and in terms of recognition of what we are doing. Then we had a booth at the blog show the Thursday and Friday with my colleague CE, Chinese. So again, because we were in Singapore, because that was a very much driven Chinese/Asian event, it was very important that we were represented. Same story. 2 days there. A lot of. I mean, I have this, if not this, of business card that I need to rank and to check again, because we promoted our brand, we promoted our product, uh, and it's so exciting after. It's exhausting, but it's so exciting after an event like that to see how the potential of what we're doing is big. Then went to South Korea, where I am right now in Seoul. Met some esports team. I think we're gonna sign some of the esports team that are based in South Korea. As you know, Korea is big in esports, way before the rest of the world. But we expect to sign a couple of teams here in the next few months. There is no hurry. I met a lot of the industry stakeholder of the blockchain landscape to understand a bit the new relation, to see if there is some partnership we can do, see how they can help us to grow both our product and our token visibility in this market. Of course, met with some trading related discussion. We'll talk about that after. Looking at some K-pop and entertainment companies, started to engage with some people that can help us to, I would say, navigate in that space, and how after sports we can potentially grow in that vertical, and especially in Korea, where there is a massive amount of fandom and culture of fandom. Last few days did a few interviews as we were building an office in Korea. And as I said many times and stated many times, Korea and South Korea is going to be a critical market for us for two reasons. The first one is the fact that the fandom culture is very important, if not one of the biggest in the world. And the second one is the crypto landscape and the awareness of mainstream Korean about blockchain and crypto. So if you mix these both verticals, Korea is the perfect market to grow as well. So we're going to invest, we're going to hire, had met a lot of good talent the last few days that are going to build the business development of Chiliz and Socios in Korea to push our brand, to push our product, to sign local either teams, either entertainment product, and eventually something we're going to talk with Max at a later stage. Went to Beijing, just 2 days, 48 hours. It's less than 2 hours flight from here. Beijing, the point was mainly to meet with some of the biggest crypto exchange in China to try to understand what's going on right now in the market. And I hope I have a very clear vision now of what's going on and how it's going to be profitable as a company for us and as a product. Even met, even met some sports league, one of the major sports league there, presented the product, presented our app, explain what we are doing. And I'm going to give a little bit of an anecdote there because it was funny. One of the question of the person was, hey, what's your goal? What's your expectation about the app? What do you think? Or how many downloads you think you're going to have in the first year or something like that? And me, naively, I was like, and more than naive, it's like trying to be pragmatic and at the same time have like expectation. I said, well, our goal is to have like 1 million registered users after 12 months of the launch, which more or less starts now. And the guy looked at me, kind of laughing, like, if your goal is to make 1 million people, at least in China, then that would be a big fail. You have to target 20 or 20 million people. That's the only way for you to succeed. And I was a little bit, confused because I was like, yeah, of course he's right. And in all fairness, when we say 1 million, we are probably not talking about China, because China will have a very specific app and a very specific product. But still, it was funny to meet someone that is from the sports industry, that is a leader in the sports industry, and giving us some reality check that we need to think bigger and higher, especially for that specific market. Max, do you still hear me? Can you still see me?
Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think everyone's going to be able to hear you. You sound a little like a robot, but that's okay. And I will say that
I'm,
I still think getting 1 million users is pretty good too.
of
I feel like
course.
it's incumbent on me as the
I
chief
mean, I
strategy officer
wish.
to say that's a big number.
No, I know, I know. Actually, it almost scared me, Max. And but it's it's still interesting to see what these leagues will expect from us. And one of the points, just to go a little bit deeper in that thing, these leagues have, of course, domestic team, and I don't want to talk about the sport, and they actually expect us to help them to connect with their own fans, because we're gonna come in the country with the Juventus, with the PSG, and whatever brands we're gonna bring there. So for them, it's a way to actually connect with their fans in a new way, because we come with these big, massive Western brands.
Hmm.
Um, Next week, next 10 days, I'm still in Korea, probably gonna go to Japan for 1 day. And then I will start a 2 to 3 weeks trip in Singapore, based in Singapore, with a goal first to engage with the local ecosystem, and meet a lot of the friends we have there, and also to try to navigate what's going on in Thailand, Indonesia, which are two massive markets in terms of football and crypto. So we are already talking to some leagues. We are already talking to some trading partners there. So I want to go a bit deeper in these territories to focus on Southeast Asia, on top of what we've done here in Northeast Asia. Um, Talking about trading, so
Hmm.
you know the we got listed in on actually it's not listed. We are available on crypto.com, which is a fiat to crypto gateway, one of the best. And actually, they announced, I think, a few days ago or a few weeks ago now, that they are launching as well a crypto.com exchange. But our goal when we sign or when we engage with these partners is to help us to be more visible towards their community, and also to target some niche vertical and territorial markets that we are looking at. So during the last AMA, we talked about Turkey, for example. So right now we are talking to some of the biggest and second tier, of course, first tier exchanges in Turkey, and we are just looking who's going to be the right one. Same in Korea, hence why I'm here as well. Korea is right now a bit under, I would say, fire because of the hack of Upbit, and
Hmm.
it is known that actually Upbit is not listing any tokens for the time being. So there is a lot of changes in the market, and I will say very interesting dynamic, because it gives
Hmm.
us opportunities to talk to some of the exchanges that want to grow, and we have such a unique product and such unique marketing assets that they can leverage.
Well, okay.
We are talking in Japan, actually. We formally started to engage with Japan, and Max, I believe, I don't want to disclose personal stuff, but I believe you were in Japan recently, no?
Yeah, I went to celebrate my wedding for 2 weeks across Japan, but I didn't get as much work done on my Asian holiday as you have on yours, apparently. So I guess your
Definitely.
vacation is longer.
Oh, I wish it was vacation. Trust me. Don't forget that I came with my kid as well, and that make it much more difficult.
Sorry,
But
I
that's
I
the price
misspoke,
to pay,
Alex.
and
On your family vacation.
oh, sure. So Japan, we started to engage as well with some of the. In Japan, there is 17 licensee, but
Hmm.
there is only like 3 or 4 that matters at that stage, at least. So we're starting to talk to them to understand a bit more the whitelisting process, and how we can launch our product and our platform in Japan. I'm not sure I've said that during the last AMA, but in Japan, for example, we've got contacted. So, like literally, we receive an email or LinkedIn from the C-level of one of the biggest sports team in Japan that approached us and wanted to know more about Socios and how they can work with us. So I have really big expectation that the more we're gonna promote our product, the more it's gonna be known that we exist. Because today, realistically, nobody knows that we exist in a way. And the potential of growth as a product, as a utility, is almost limitless. So very excited about that. One of our strategy in terms of trading, just to conclude on the trading part, is we're gonna add new trading partners. I will say probably in December, one or two. And when we are choosing these trading partners, we are choosing people that can give us an edge on a territory. As I said, could be Turkey, could be South Korea, could be some other country in Europe as well, or Latin America, or Southeast Asia that we were talking to. But we don't want to be treated just as another token. So we are trying to avoid trading partner and exchanges that are just money grab and just were trying to list you, trying to get your money, which we will never, I will not say never, but we will not pay because we believe we have much more to bring to an exchange and to a listing partner than just giving money. So I've seen, including in Korea, I've seen exchanges, and I know how much they charge now, and it's ridiculous. It's honestly, it's disturbing and I would say probably disgusting as well. But we're not gonna play that game. We're gonna play and work with exchanges that are legitimate, where we know the owners, where we know the CEO, and we can build a relationship that's going to last in order to build our product and our token ecosystem. So stay tuned in December for most likely a couple of new partners in that space. Sorry. One thing we've done, and some of you already tried the last 24 hours, even though we haven't announced it yet. But here you are in your app. You can buy Chiliz. You can buy Chiliz with your credit card. If you recall, during the keynote that we had a month ago, I did a demo live of the integration we had with one partner. Now in the app, you have two credit card partners that are working. And as I explained in the past, the business of socials.com is to ensure that any fans in the world can have access to the Juventus token, PSG token, or any tokens that we are offering, or that any fan in the world can eventually have a voice to the team that they are supporting. And to do that, of course, we use crypto, but not everybody is a crypto geek. So, and definitely not everybody is a crypto geek. So we need to ensure we give access to payment methods that are available in our app or on the website or any platforms we're going to work with to facilitate anyone from any continent to have access to Chiliz and to the fan tokens. So right now, if you go and you can go in the app, if you go on wallet, you click on top up, you can buy Chiliz. You can buy Chiliz with credit cards. You can use as well, I think, Skrill wallet, which is a very important wallet in the gaming space and online betting space. And I've seen already transaction that works, so I believe it has been released, or at least for some of the countries. There is something that we call rapid transfer, and that allows you to connect directly your bank account to your wallet. So you can do like instant banking transfer to deposit and buy Chiliz directly in the app, or at least on the web in the app. So that's something we said a month ago we were launching, and since yesterday it's live. And to answer one of the questions that is always asked, the supply of the tokens that you acquire with fiat currencies is coming mainly from Binance, because we buy it from the market. So 100% of the tokens, of the Chiliz tokens that you will buy with your credit card, will eventually come with the markup, but will eventually come from the supply, from the market. It never comes from our reserve. So that's a very important point. And on top of that, Our goal is to add more and more payment methods because every country has a specificity. You go in China, well, China is a different animal, but you go in Korea and Japan, or you go in Indonesia, you go in Brazil, you have like specific local payment methods. So not only we have a very strong compliance team and legal team that is working to onboard new payment methods, we even have a head of payments that is going after new payment methods to ensure we can do more fiat to crypto or fiat to Chiliz, I would say, in our platform. And we also want to work more and more locally because, for example, in the app currently, the
Oh,
the token hunt already, but the token hunt where we give away Chiliz and Juventus token for now, we are using Google Map. But in Korea, it doesn't work very well. We need to use Naver or Kakao Map. In China, we need to use Tencent Map or another one. So we also need to add all of this development, and that will be done in Q1. So that's the kind of things of the work we have to do in terms of localization of the product, weeks after weeks, months after months, to make it more and more local. Max, I think it's the time for us to announce the fact that should I announce it? I think I
well,
should.
I mean,
We just
I thought I was going to give you a little bit of a lead up. I didn't know how long you were going to be talking for. You said you wanted this to be quick. We're already 22 minutes in, so if you have
22
anything,
minutes,
if you
yeah.
have anything to announce, I say you just announce it now, and then we can get to some of these questions we have on Twitter, and then wrap it up.
Okay, fair enough. So, as promised, as announced, here it is. The fan token offering of Juventus started 22 minutes ago, actually 30 minutes ago. It means that if you downloaded the app, you can now exchange your Chiliz against Juventus fan tokens. And I'm very happy to tell you that we already have people that bought it since 30 minutes. We have, let me just find this person that just bought Yoshi from Japan, bought 115 tokens of Juventus already. Thank you, Yoshi. We have Marco Doctor from Italy. Yoshi was from Japan, by the way. Quantum from Belgium. Pet from Nigeria, M40 Japan, Makoto Japan, Andrea Italy. So I can see already that Italy and Japan are the two countries that are after the Juventus token right now. Congratulations to all of you guys. This is the first time that a sports company, that a massive and major football team, massive mainstream brand, household brand is launching its token. There is for the last 2 years, a lot of people are talking about mainstream companies and brands launching their tokens, and objectively, nobody ever did it, or most of them never did it. And here it is today. We are Thursday, 28th of November. Juventus is launching its token. For the time being, until next Tuesday, it's of course it's available to everybody as long as you have the app. Juventus is not gonna announce it till next Tuesday because next Tuesday Juventus is gonna make a press release. It's gonna release, most importantly, and Max is behind this actually incredible marketing campaign with Emma, everybody. But you will see what I'm talking about. But next Tuesday, Juventus is gonna announce the first poll, the first survey that they gonna ask their fan to choose. And to support that, they're gonna release like what do you call that, an advertorial or video ad or whatever.
Yeah, well, people
That
call it it's an advertisement, Alex. It's a commercial.
Yeah, it's an advertisement, a TV or video commercial. Let's call it the video commercial. They will release that on all of their social media. They're gonna push it through the press release. We're gonna follow up us with our PR agencies to really start to buzz from next Tuesday. And I cannot reveal now what's the survey about, but in all fairness, it's actually a very good one. That's the first time ever that a team is asking their fan about a question, and that the outcome of this question is going to come from a blockchain and it's going to be a binding one. So we hope to get decent and good coverage from next week from sports media and, of course, blockchain media. But for the time being, before it's officially launched or at least promoted, here you are, the crypto fans of Chiliz, the Chiliz holders can buy Juventus from now. You can buy almost as much as you want as long as you pass all the KYC. I can see we have from Denmark, Brum that just bought. We have Hugo from France, Alfredo from Italy. So please continue to buy the tokens. Please continue to buy the Juventus, token to be the first one ever to do that. And also, we want to get your feedback about the experience. We want to get your feedback about how we can improve that. Hello, Hala from Israel, who just bought Juventus as well.
Alex, you're turning
So yeah,
this AMA into a home shopping network channel.
well, if you buy it in 10 minutes, you get 10% discount. No, that's not true.
And that's not an endorsement either.
Yeah, but you know what? That's
all right.
definitely not an endorsement.
Alex, I'll cut you off. I feel like if you keep talking for 5 minutes, you're just going to give away everything in the first poll, and don't want to go back to the office if you do that.
For sure not.
So where do you want to take it from here?
So as I said, next week, next Tuesday, the big official launch, and so stay tuned on Juventus. Let me just read what I wanted to say. Okay. Maybe just before I continue, maybe you can talk about one of the venture we are working on is how we can connect the sponsors of the teams we have and the fan tokens we have. I know that you've worked on that, and you even recently talked to some of a major sponsor.
I'll keep the sponsor unnamed, but yeah, obviously one of the things that we see a lot of potential in outside of the core B2C business is more enterprise level stuff, because we realize that we, as in essence, a connective platform, have the power to not only connect teams to fans, but to connect teams, other sponsors, or any organization's other sponsors and partners with one another, because I hate to use a buzzword like synergy, but if you wrap activations or campaigns or what have you around something as tangible as a token, there's a lot you can do. And also moving even past that, just the ability to work directly with our team's partners to create enterprise level stuff, so that they can make campaigns, for example, for their own brand to engage their consumers, not necessarily even fans, by leveraging the fact that they're also a partner of the same team that we are. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the future with that, but I'm going to keep it vague, obviously, for obvious reasons. I feel like if I keep talking, I'm going to give everything away now too.
You see?
I see how it's a seductive thing to just keep talking in the microphone until you just say everything. It's probably why interrogations go so well.
Okay, so fair enough. No, that's good. Again, it's very interesting to see how what we are doing as a fan engagement platform, as a fan monetization platform, can eventually help brands or sponsors, but brands and clubs to connect together. And that's something we honestly didn't expect when we launched this venture, but we're happy that it's most likely one of the outcome.
Yeah, no, agreed. Do you want to move on to questions now, or do you have any final things you want to say?
I'm taking another 2 minutes to finish on what I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
And you're right. I could literally spend 2 hours talking about our venture, and I think it's fair. Just what's next for us? During December, we're going to improve the stability of the product, improving payments and what we call alternative payment methods. That's going to happen for the next few months anyway, which is, as I said, adding more and more payment features. We're going to learn, of course, as well, what's the conversion rate between the download, registration, buying Chiliz, conversion in Juventus, etc. So there is a lot of analytics to do before we really go full throttle. There is a lot of bug always to fix, even on the next features we're going to launch. So that's interesting for us. Our partnership team is working hard, and so am I, but they're working harder to actually sign new teams. There is teams, as I said, we've signed but not announced yet. And there is teams that we are very close to sign that will be announced when it's the right time. So no need to ask me 100 times the question on Twitter or Telegram. We will announce it when we will announce it.
I'm sure that's going to work. I'm sure people are going to stop.
These teams are from Latin America or South America, and we have a couple of very major babies that we have worked for 14 months on, and hopefully will happen early Q1 as well. So
Hmm.
nice. We have definitely a very strong roadmap in the next few weeks and few months, commercially, product-wise, trading-wise, etc. And yeah, I think that's it for my at least points. Let's go to the questions, Max.
Yeah, no, great. I'm only asking the questions that are from Twitter. So, Joe, if you can hear me, Joe's our Chili's community manager. Yeah, if there's anything interesting that's coming through from another channel, just let me know. Write me. First question. We don't have to spend a lot of time with this one. It's super general, and we've kind of answered it before. What types of binding decisions will fans get to make? I can just quickly answer this. Uh, it's in essence up to the team. It's up to their creativity to understand how they can best engage their fans. But the only big line in the sand for most teams right now is they can't be game integrity based questions. So you can't just vote on who to kick off the team, which person is going to be starting, which people are going to be benched, things like that. Other than that, everything's open. As long as, in essence, the team partner agrees to it, we can do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder, Alex. We've answered that question.
No, no, no. You're. I mean, I'm happy to have a
Yeah,
talented person talking
Ricky
instead.
Fundamental says, "Hi, I love you. Any news on Juventus FTO date? We can skip past that
Yeah,
one because
I think you can.
it's right now. When will be a first pool chance to use? When will be the first chance to use my Juventus tokens in voting?
This will be announced next Tuesday
Okay, announced next
from
Tuesday.
Juventus.
That's from who is that? Giorgio77. Okay, Chili's Bull asks, "Will you announce next year a Bundesliga team?" Careful with that one, Alex.
I mean, as we are trying to avoid to make both expectation and speculation on that. But as you know, we are talking to 50 teams. That includes Bundesliga team.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Uh, Ricky, again, I saw Juventus speak on their partnership with you in a 2018 link, if I recall. They have been a bit silent ever since. Do you think they will speak about Chili's specifically, or if they're just
I think that Mario, if it's the name, hasn't watched the Juventus Twitter account and social media a few weeks ago when they
Mhm.
started to promote our app and our token hunting. So no, Juventus is talking about us when it's needed. For the
Mhm.
last before we had the app, honestly, why would have then why would have they talked about us if there is nothing to do? No, it's the case. So you will see next Tuesday how they start to
Yeah,
promote it, and you will see the weeks after, and you will see the months after, and you will see for the next 5 years more or less how they're gonna push it.
yeah. And just a bit of clarity too on that question from Ricky, because he asked, "Do you think they will speak about Chili's?" Ricky, no. It's not our partner's job to basically shill a currency. Them talking about Chili's would be like Nike talking about the dollars that people use to buy their shoes. Doesn't make much sense. Um,
Uh,
when
Sorry,
announced?
go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead if you wanted to
No, because I
correct
didn't
me.
listen to the question, so that's not gonna
Oh,
help me.
he was asking. Will they speak about Chili's specifically? Not Socios or their token, but about Chili's as the crypto venture, which I don't think is relevant
Yeah,
for
no,
our partners to
this I
directly
understood.
talk
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
this I understood. Yeah,
yeah.
I thought there was another question. Sorry.
Oh no, there is another question. A lot of when announcements new club. When will you announce next team? Any Asian exchanges coming up? A lot of this stuff we've already covered, so we can move past
Yeah.
it. Um, Chili's Nout asks, "Hi Alex, when Lambo?" So
First of all, Aston Martin are much better, but that's not the point. So let's go to the next one.
okay, fair enough. Hi Alex, here's a question. Contents to vote. We've already gone over that. Two benefits of iOS users. I think I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but I think they're asking if there's going to be any benefits for people who in the future use an iOS version of the app versus Android. If that's the
I
case,
don't think so.
no, they're both equal.
No,
Um,
no, there is no. I mean, both of the apps are aimed to be the same,
mhm.
hopefully. And yeah,
Okay, perfect. For the city hunts like London, this is from Cormac Esquire, which is a very cool name. Like London, Paris, etc. Any more details on when these specific hunts events are going to be? They seem like a great initiative to get the community to meet.
Yes, I mean we're gonna have we will detail that in I think in January, but the goal is to have right now we put like placeholders of plenty of cities, but the goal is to have eventually what we call global hunt,
Mm-hmm.
where you literally can go in any cities in the world and find Chiliz and or fan tokens or any other assets that we want to push, but that will be in January.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Chili's Bull again. Will there in the future be more gamification features like the token hunt, which, if you want, I can go into really quickly, or you can
You
go into it.
can go, yeah, you can go.
Uh,
No, you can go.
Chili's Bowl, yes, yes. We're actively working on developing other gamification features. For us, Token Hunt is just kind of the opening, a launch feature, if you will. I don't want to get too specific in terms of the kind of games and activation systems we're working with for fans, but I'm hoping that by the end of next year, let's say, we'll have 3 to 5 specific games that are all segmented partner by partner. So you have your own, Juventus game experiences and other partner game experiences.
Yeah, no, fair, that's fair. I'm just answering a question that you don't have, but I'm reading the Telegram channel with
Mm-hmm.
Winston of Wolf and some other guys. We in the app it's written there is a 10 million token available. It's not actually the amount of the FTO. It's just that we have to put a number that is the kind of maximum, but the number we are aiming to sell is much lower than that. And actually, we don't really disclose, even though there is a date, we don't really disclose when the fan token offering is gonna end. It will most likely gonna end one
Mm-hmm.
day when we're gonna announce it, because we really want to do like first come first serve, and we are waiting the marketing to start to push and to promote that. But the 10 million tokens that are written in the app are not the amount or the hard cap or whatever that we are pushing. We are not disclosing any amount for that.
Okay, great. I'm actually seeing a bit of a pattern in these questions. A lot of people are asking uh, when, for example, I don't know how to say this in French, quand arrivent les tokens PSG? When are the PSG tokens arriving?
Ah, I think it's has been announced that it will be in January.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this one, again, I just want to say these for the sake of completionism, but a lot of these we've actually covered. Any plan on to listing on Korea exchanges? Yes, but you've expounded on this. Socios Gaming
Uh,
has, or if you want to talk more about it, you can.
yeah. I'm not sure I understood the question.
The question was simple: do you have any plan to list on Korea exchanges? What's that? What's the future look like for that?
Oh, I mean, as I said before, we are we're gonna have additional trading partners that are
Yes.
mainly territorially based or geographically based. Oh my God, I'm tired. In several countries in Asia, in Latin America, in Southeast Asia, or in Europe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This the same poster also was asking, since Socios Gaming has only one partner, OG Sports. I wonder, do you plan on signing additional teams, esports teams, and across different games? You've also answered that as well. Obviously, even
Yeah.
during your trip, you've talked to some teams. There's 3 French ones. I can't read them, so I won't ask them. I can't even pronounce them, so you
Mhm.
wouldn't understand. Uh, when will you have an advertising campaign on Italian RAI networks? Which I think this, you could just answer this as a more general question. Do we ever plan to start pushing our
Traditional
commercials?
TV,
Yeah,
etc.
through
Yeah,
traditional
not yet.
media.
It's way too early. Way too early. You need to have a stable product. You need to have more teams available, etc. So yeah, no, it's way too early to do that.
Okay. Let's see. I think Chili's purchased in Socios will be supplied by Binance and other exchanges. How can I check this? To basically, how can they check to make sure we're telling the truth when we say it?
I guess eventually we're probably gonna do some reporting. We had this question last time as well. Probably do some reporting or something like that. I don't know yet how to do it, because we are also a commercial company, so we don't want necessarily to disclose every single number of what we are doing for the sake of the business we are having with the teams and stuff like this. So it's have to balance the wheel of transparency, and also the fact that this is a business-driven opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
Okay, fair. Well, earmark that question. Paul Hagen says, "Hi, congratulations for the great work. Please tell me, is the future of Chiliz and Socios depending anyway on the Ethereum, I think he means Ethereum price, and the price of Ethereum gas for transactions? I'm thinking of, he gives an example, I'm thinking of how transaction fees can be raised very quickly, like in the case of CryptoKitties. What would you do if that would happen again?"
So we don't really have this problem. I mean, I wish we had this problem, but we're not going to have this problem for two reasons. First, the network is much stronger than it was 2 years ago. Secondly, the transactions that are related to the fan tokens are not on the mainnet of Ethereum, at least not today. They're on the proof of authority chain, where each club is, at least theoretically for now, a validator or node out of it. So all the volume of transaction of fan tokens are not done on the mainnet, but on the permission chain. So there is no risk of struggling or bottleneck at that stage.
Okay, very fair. Nodar, I don't know, I think it's a funny name, asks, "Hi Alex, will it be possible to purchase Chiliz with Google Pay, Apple Pay, or in-app purchase with zero fees in the future?" He had a follow-up to the question about will you be able to buy on crypto.com, but we already touched on that, so we'll just stay on basically the in-app purchase question for Google Pay, Apple Pay.
I mean, in-app purchase, it's not possible because you cannot use in-app purchase to buy crypto, so that's obvious, and that doesn't work. Apple Pay and Google Pay are actually payment method that can be integrated for crypto, and it's planned in the what we call APM, alternative payment method, that we want to push. Yes.
Okay, and he had also asked, with zero fees in the future, I would guess not that there would be some associated
I mean,
I
I don't understand the question of fees, but no, of course, every service requires a fee because that's how we can pay salaries and continue to develop the business.
KNRD asks a question you won't be able to answer, but I'll ask it anyways because I'm sure people want to hear it. NBA, cricket, any motorsports?
Yes. We are talking to a lot of sports. We are not focusing too much on North America yet, even though we have engaged with a couple of leagues. Because in US or North America, you will talk with the leagues, not with the teams. So we are talking to them, but it's way too early. The good thing is now we have a product that is live. We get our first clients, thanks to you, and now we can start to showcase what we are doing. It's not anymore just a PowerPoint. It's not just anymore a demo. It's real. So that's
they were really good
engage.
PowerPoints, though, in fairness. Crypto One Limit asks, "Sprechen Sie Deutsch?" This is one question. He just wants to know if you speak German.
Repeat. Sorry.
Do you speak German?
Can you repeat?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No, I do not speak German.
Great. We can move on then. When does the first official marketing campaign for UV token start? You've answered this already. You can say it again
next
in
Tuesday.
case. Yep.
Next Tuesday.
Tokenomics question. Let me just read through this. One, with the token supply that you can control currently 50%, as the token sales progress, where are the Chiliz coming from to facilitate FTOs? We've answered this as well. It's from the marketplace.
Yes, the supply from market.
What happens to the Chiliz once used to buy club tokens?
So the Chiliz that are acquired or exchanges are going to the owners of the Juventus token, which are the clubs and us, and that's a revenue share, like a commission base between us. And then the question that the person asks behind is it going after on the market immediately? Is it going to be liquidated, etc.? It depends of each club, but what people need to know, and we've said it before, in most of the deals that we've done, we had what we call a minimum guarantee. So we paid already in cash or in fiat a certain amount of money to these clubs, and therefore there is no need for either us or them to liquidate anything.
Great.
So we will see in Q1 how it works. We are trying to be as vague as we can, even though you may hate it, but it's actually because we're gonna learn of the mechanism and the model over time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fair. His third part was who gets the Chiliz FTO revenues. The Chiliz bit, I don't understand. There's no Chiliz revenues. Uh, but FTO revenues, we've answered. You answered that right now.
Yeah.
So we can move on. We only have 2 questions left, and then you can finally go to bed. KNRD says, hi, any chance to see sports betting with the use of tokens? So I don't know if they mean Chili's tokens or fan tokens, but I mean the answer
But in
is
both cases,
no.
yeah, the, the answer is no. Is you don't need us to do sports betting. Sports betting is a regulated business. Actually, crypto gambling is mainly illegal everywhere in the world at that point, and we don't see any value. Right now, you can use your credit card, your bank transfer. It works very well. There is zero, zero, zero value, except if you want to do it illegally, and that's definitely not what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. We have one more question. I'll just answer this because people ask it 10 times every day. How close are you to onboarding your next sports team? Sharkfin Crypto, which, by the way, terrible name. It's not a sustainable food. We're very close. We're continuously very close to onboarding more teams. And that's it. On Twitter, I can't see any more questions.
Okay, I'm checking a few questions I can see. Blah 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 blah. No, this we don't care. Any plan for cricket fan? Yes, we have plans for India. I'm gonna go there in January or February. We've said it in the past. India is gonna be important for us.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a plan? Hold on. When will Socio start the trading? It will be in Q1, end of Q1 once the FTO are done. Will the token hunt for other fans Will the token hunt for the other fan token hunt start? I guess it will start in Q1 as well. Are you planning to make a deal with other Turkish team? I see what you did there. The answer is yes. Do you plan to increase the total supply of Chiliz token? No, I'm not sure. I mean, that would be against what we are trying to achieve. So the answer is no. Let me look what's going on. This is okay. Let me see on Telegram. No, no, no.
I have, in the meantime, I'll just
I,
universally answer a question because we get this. Both AMAs we've done, this is the most popular question. Do you plan to sign more teams? Guys, if there's a team that has a good reputation, they're a legitimate sports team anywhere in the world, at some point, yes, our plan is to sign them. So if you're listening and you're part of a team, email us. And please don't ask us again. I would love to live in a universe where every team in the world and every sport has a fan token. That's the plan.
we will have to hire a lot of people, though, if it was the case.
We'll hire, yeah, I don't know. We'll have 1 million employees. We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Oh my God. Let me just check. Pricing. No, the 200 Chiliz for one Juventus, it's gonna change 2 or 3 times a day. Because the idea is to be around €2.
Mm-hmm.
The next version of the app will have a kind of a fixed euro things, but for now we are there is a bit of a delay in that, so that will happen early. That will happen by end of December.
Mm-hmm.
There was an iOS question I want to answer to Wolf. Where is it? So yeah, I mean, Apple, we started, of course, the process of the App Store. We actually have many conversations to explain that our tokens are not NFTs because there was a big misunderstanding on that, and so there is all this process happening behind the scene, even on the phone and meetings actually, because luckily for us, we know some of these guys. So that's
Mm-hmm.
going in the right direction. I said so. What's going to be what we decided to do for Q1 as well is to have a web version on top of for people that just want to have like a simple version, and that will include the trading as well. If you remember
Mm-hmm.
during the demo or the keynote last time, we had this trading platform, web trading platform, and we definitely want to push hard as well for bigger trading, a bigger trader as well.
Yes.
Token are not tradable during the FTO. I'm just looking if there is anything else. I see a question from Dark Lord somewhere. If someone gets old,
Are you reading or are you
well, for now
frozen?
nobody
Okay.
can thief. Yeah, I'm reading. No, I'm reading Dark Crypto Lord. I don't know if it's the Dark Crypto Lord that was actually in Singapore. I think so. And you cannot right now. There is nothing that allows you to withdraw your Chiliz outside of the app. So when we will release the feature that allows you to withdraw from the app, then there will be additional security measure. But for now, there is no need. I tried to withdraw Chiliz from the Binance app. It says address invalid. It's because you need to choose ERC20. Um, attack. I think that's it. I think it's 52 minutes of chat. I'm just checking here. Last one. Holstein. I know very well Holstein, by the way. Why are you called Chiliz? Oh, we don't have enough time to talk about that. And that's it for now.
We're called Chiliz because
That's it
Alex
for now.
is too sentimental. That's why we're called Chiliz. I'll leave it vague. It could be a riddle. People can figure it
That's
out.
actually that's actually a bit true.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Let's cut it off. We promised less than an hour. It's less than an hour. So, Alex, any last words from you, or are you just gonna sign off?
Uh, yeah, I'm just clicking off. Bye. No, thank you guys to be here. I hope that was helpful to understand what we do. Congratulations again. You've made history, and most importantly, next week when Juventus is gonna announce it in a more in a bigger way, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it is. This is started. The Chiliz and the Socios venture really starts today. Congratulations to every supporters and to every users and community members, and let's make this bigger. Thanks a lot, guys.
Great. Thanks a lot, Alex. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We'll try to make these AMAs, I guess, hopefully a semi regular occurrence because it seems like you guys have a lot of questions and we have a lot of answers. And hopefully in the future, the title card will maybe even feature my name in small lettering at the very bottom. Who knows? Okay, that's it. We can sign off. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.